Well, hello everyone. Welcome to or back to Lifestyle Makes Sense. I'm Melissa and I welcome you here to the last week of January's budget, and a little bit of condensing will be going on too. I did a little bit last week, but I'm going to try to do it just a little bit more so I can unbulk these cash envelopes for these savings challenges. So, how's it going? How has your January been? Was this a no spend month for you? Woo, honey, it was a no spend month for me. But my no spend month has proven to be so beneficial for me. So this is how I did it. A lot of people have been emailing me and messaging me asking about the breakdown and all of that. And I try to explain it the best way I possibly can, because it can be done in a numerous amount of ways. But the way that I chose to do my no spend month, first of all, I purchased this but no spend workbook from Budget Treasures. So do you have to have a workbook? No, you do not have to have a workbook. But I just love the way she laid it out and explained it. And I had never done a no spend day, month, week, none of that before. So I wanted to really have something to help guide me with it. But do you need one? No, you don't necessarily need one, but it does help. Now, the next thing is, if you're going to choose to do a day, then you just basically take a day or two out of each week to say, okay, this is going to be my no spend day. For example, January had 31 days. You can say, I want to have a no spend day 5 days out of January. And then you just basically go and pick which no spend days you want to use. I chose the entire month. And the reason why I chose that is because I received 5 paychecks this month. I pay myself on Mondays. I'm self-employed basically, and I pay myself on Mondays. That's the day I've always chosen to pay myself ever since I've been employed for myself. And this particular month has 5 Mondays. Now, generally, a lot of people who get paid on Fridays or Thursdays, if there are 5 Fridays in a month or 5 Thursdays in a month, they call one of those checks a bonus check, because for the most part, you only get 4 paydays in a month, or if you get paid bi-weekly, you get 2 paydays in a month. So when you have 5 paydays in a month, or if you're bi-weekly and you have 3 paydays in a month, that extra payday is really not a bonus for real, but it is in that month. So look it up, Google it, it'll explain it to you. But what I chose to do was use this month because it had 5 Mondays, 5 paydays for me. Instead of doing it the whole month and just keeping up with what I spend every day and then calculating it at the end, I chose to take that so-called bonus check and break it up into 5 different payments. And that gave me $170 per week. So for my January 1st paycheck, I took out $170 so I could use it for my no spend. My January 8th paycheck, $170. 15th, $170. 22nd, $170. And today, the 29th, $170. And that will total up in all to 1 paycheck, that bonus check that we tend to get during these types of months. And whatever I did not spend out of the 170, that's what I chose to put it towards my savings puzzles. Now, you can choose to do whatever you want to do with your no spend money, or you can choose to not do anything with it. There are several different ways that you can do this and still be successful at a no spend day. And if you need that walkthrough guidance, there are several YouTube videos on it. And like I said, Budget Treasures has this no spend workbook. I'm sure there may be other content creators who have developed the no spend method. I hear All Things Planned. She generally talks about her no spend days. A Pink Cloth Life, she generally talks about her no spend days. So visit these channels and see how they're doing theirs, and maybe you can get some ideas from the different ones. You don't necessarily have to do it like I do mine, but this is what worked for me because it allowed me to be able to see my benefits every single week of what I was saving versus what I was spending. And in my case, I ended up doing really, really well. I didn't spend or splurge or what have you. You know, maybe it's January, my next no spend month. I can't remember what's the next month with 5 Mondays in it, but that's the month that I'm going to do it the next time. So we'll see how that month goes. But for now, this is what worked for me. So speaking of no spend, let me turn it over in here to my no spend section here. I give myself, like I said, $170 per week. And this week, you guys, I am happy to report I did not touch my no spend money. Yay! Let me turn y'all around back right here. Y'all done flipped the script on me. Wait a minute. Let's get you situated here. Okay. I didn't spend not one dime of my no spend money. So I still have all 170 of my dollars. Woohoo! So this money will go towards my savings puzzles because that's what I determined before I started my no spend calendar. So like I said, you get to pick and choose if you want to have a specific amount you don't want to touch, don't want to spend. And if you nibble off of it, what happens with that? What happens with the balance that you don't spend? You get to choose that. So she have 3 questions on this particular calendar, and each calendar comes blank. And you generally fill in the months that you want to no spend or the days that you want to no spend. But the questions ask how much money did you spend? How much did you save? How much money did you make? And like I said, I did mine on a weekly basis. So I'm going to tally it up next week because I have to still get through this week right here. It's the 29th, but I still technically have 2 more days, and I'm going to take it through February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd to the 3rd. So I'm going to take it through there. Yeah. But today, this money here will be going towards my savings puzzles when I get to that section. Okay. So I'm going to set it aside for now. And some of you have also asked to see my written budget. Now, I used to show that every month last year, and I was using one of Beautifully Me and You. I was using one of her digital downloads, the weekly budget planner, and I do still have access to that, and I may pull that out. But for now, I'm trying to just get on track and keeping it as simple as I possibly can. And in order to do that, I had to lay it out in a way that benefited me, mainly because I'm trying to get 1 to 3 months ahead on my recurring monthly bills. The ones that I can get 1 to 3 months ahead on, I want to do that. So I had to lay my budget out according to how I needed to accomplish that. I'm going to show you just a brief snippet of all this. It's just been through the ringer here, but you can't understand this. So what I plan on doing is in February, taking you through my setup of my personal income budget. And I'll show you the clean sheet. And then in the end, you'll see it ends up like this. But January was kind of a trial run for my budgeting sheet, and we'll see how it goes from there. I like it. I did make changes to it. So who knows what it'll come to be. I don't know. This week, you guys, I will be using, I don't know if you've been watching my videos or not, but back in December, closing out December, I had 2 bartending gigs that I had to do. And I never got to budget the entire amount of that money. I budgeted some because I wanted to go ahead and start my 2024 savings puzzles. So I did use some of the money to go towards there from one of the bartending gigs that I had, but the balance I never used. I just been letting it sit in the bank until I got ready to finish up this no spend and get it out of the way. I knew that my bonus check was going to be distributed throughout the month for the $170 no spend weeks. So this last week, I'm going to be working with my bartending money, the balance of it that I have. And that equals $484. It works out for me simply because all my bills have been paid for this month. They've been covered. And for the most part, all of the allotted monthly amounts for everything that I allot for have been also covered. So this $484 will just be distributed basically how I choose to distribute it. And it will also include $170 being put into the no spend. So I'm going to go ahead and take that $170 out because, like I said, this is the final week, and that's how I budgeted it for, to be able to have $170 per week, equaling my $850 regular pay that I generally pay myself every Monday. So I will put this in here, and hopefully between now and February 3rd, I don't have to dibble and dabble in that, and I'll have another successful no spend week. So the balance, what I will be doing with it is distributing it into my pay envelopes this week. But first, I do have some change. And I have change because I didn't go over. I didn't spend anything that I wasn't supposed to spend. And here lately, I've been really just trying to use my change so I wouldn't have to drop anything. And also keeping me from being overly with my spending. But this particular past week, I just kind of had too much and I wasn't spending a lot of money. So I do have some change this week that I can drop. And again, this is from my normal spending that I had, what was allotted to me to spend. I didn't spend anything extra. And I have a few pennies, pennies. I can't wait till my penny jar gets full. All right, so let's jump right on in, and I think we will get to food first. And this week, food will be receiving $140. And it helps me to write this out prior to getting on camera, filming it, and budgeting it, because that allows me to make sure everything balanced. And if I need to switch something around, then maybe I'll do that sometimes. But for the most part, everything stays as is. Gas this week will be getting $60, 20, 40, 60. And personal, I will be giving myself $100. And lastly is savings challenges. My savings still have the $200 in it. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it in the bank so it won't keep bulking up my book. And lastly is savings challenges, and it will be getting $10. And it will also be getting that $170. So I'll be using that for my savings challenges. And my buffer box will be getting this last $4. So I will put that in here. And you guys know that my buffer is been combined to become my buffer and my sinking funds box. So it's going to grow, hopefully. All right, now what I did do, let me move my puzzles over here. Y'all know I'm doing savings challenge puzzles to help me reach my 2024 goals that I have, one of which is getting 1 to 3 months ahead on my bills, another of which is to help further fund my emergency fund. So can't wait to get all these done and reallocated into where they need to go. But until then, what I did to keep my money from being just scattered about everywhere, I ended up putting a slot in my weekly pay binder for my 3 savings challenges, because I'm going to try to limit myself to 3 to 4 savings challenges at a time. I don't want to do over 3. I don't want to do over 4 savings challenges at one time. So that'll help me keep a little more organized, and I actually can probably have a calmer nerve getting these done. But for now, I have 3. And if I decide to add another one before I finish these, it may be something that I pick up from someone's shop or something. But for now, I only have 3 puzzles that I'm working on. And if you're interested in doing a puzzle yourself, feel free to hop on over to lifestylemakessense.com. and you can grab you one and save. Someone sent me a picture of their finished puzzle, and I'm like, how you do that? But she got the 20-piece puzzle, and these pieces are big. Like, you know, they're 20 pieces, but they're big, and she ended up saving, like, she doubled her, whatever was on the back, she doubled it, and girl, she did good. Congratulations to you. So today we will be working with, where's my money for my savings challenges? All right. We will be working with 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 80. $180 is what we have. And I think I'm going to pull one of the 35-piece puzzles first. And I was going to try to do a condensing, but let's see. All right, so 15 or 75, and I think we can get away with $75. 20, 40, 60, 70, and 5. And I can't tell you how much these puzzles are going to be valued at when you get finished saving, because as you can see with this one, you could choose either or. So if you have the higher number that day, put that in. If you have the lower number that day, put that in. If you want to add the 2 numbers together and put that in, hey, it's up to you. However you and your budget needs to get it done is how you need to get it done, right? All right, so I'm gonna just stack this in here with that. And I still need to condense these because it's still kind of bulky. But for now, I'm just going to kind of leave it like it is. The 48-piece puzzle, let's grab one. And it is $6. All right, I have a 10. Let's see what we got. 10, $6, 6. So I don't have change. So what I want to do, I'm just going to put the whole 10 in because I have the right to do that. I have the right to do that. That's why I can't tell you how much I'll end up with in the end, because some of these I may just end up saying, let's just put the whole thing in there. So we have left 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. 95, you know what? We may be able to do 3 of these. Let's see. I'm just going to pull from the top. All right. We got 29. Let's see if I got $1. Yeah. So I'm going to put $1 back and I'm going to put 30 in here. All right. So we got that one out of the way. Let's pull one more. 26. Okay. All right, we got $40 left. Let's pull 17. So we'll put 20 in here, and if I got $3, 2, 3. All right. Now we have $23 more. What say you? What say you? Pull one more. Let's go. Yay! $10. So I can put the 20 over here and get a 10 back. Now we have $13 remaining. $13 remaining. What say you? What say you? Go for it. Ooh, I thought I was gonna finish the 35 piece before I finished this one, but she got me motivated when she sent me that finished, completed 20-piece puzzle. I was like, ooh, I gotta get on it. All right. 13. What if it's bigger? Mamma mia. Oh, what should I do? Because I don't want to IOU. And in my buffer, I only have $4 in my buffer. So that would be 17 if I need to pull that. Okay, let's go for it. Ah! It's 15. So I only need to get 13, 14, 15. $2 from my buffer. Oh, man. But do you see how many pieces I was able to do today? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I was able to do 5 pieces today. So this $15 goes into here. And it's not even in order, and I'm not going to put it in order today. So there we go. Yeah, she got me motivated. I was like, man, I got goals for my 20-piece puzzle too. But she said she just got on it. Took her 4 weeks to do it. 4 weeks. So let me count. I just want to count how many more we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, we only got 8 more of the big ones. You guys, so that's it. Well, I do still have the $2 in my buffer. Let me put it up. Let me put my buffer. Let me put my buffer in my buffer box. Where, oh, where will it go? Let's see what's empty. Life insurance. Okay. Life insurance and savings. Let me give you each $1. I don't want no envelope left behind. Each $1. And I forgot what I wrote that I want my 20-piece puzzle money to go towards, but if I find it on there, I will put it on the screen somewhere in here. I'll put it on the screen about when I finish this one, what the money will go towards. But I was really thinking I might finish the 35-piece first, but I've been inspired. So thank you, girl. Thank you. Anywho, that's it for me today, you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, your night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. And if you care to share it. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.